Saint Paul. He lived in the 1st century, and his feast day is the 29th June, and he is the patron of hailstorms, against snakes, rope makers, writers, Rome, Greek public relations services. He was a fierce opponent of Christians or Nazarenes when called, and his name was Saul. And he was persecuting Christians, one of them, for example, Saint Stephen. Then one day he was on the way to Damascus, and there he had an experience of Christ. 2 days later, he was baptized or let himself be baptized in Damascus, and he became a Christian. Now he was himself persecuted, and he fled to Tarsus in today's Turkey. And there he was then for some years. He was telling the people of Jesus. He had devoted his life from that moment on, after his experience with Christ on the travel to Damascus, to tell people of Jesus Christ and his teachings. He was there talking to people about the Gospels out of the Bible and about the teachings of Christ, and that Jesus Christ was the Messiah of the Jewish faith. He went to Greek, he debated with people at Athens, he went to Ephesus and tried to Christianize people who believed in Diana. And he wrote epistles trying to answer their theological questions that came up in his churches at Corinth, Galatia and Ephesus. When he went back to Jerusalem, he was arrested, trialed at Caesarea, and he had the right to be heard his case by the emperor, the Roman emperor, and so he went to Rome to have his trial heard there by the Roman emperor in Rome. He was there 2 years under house arrest. Then there was the big fire of Rome in 64, and together with St. Peter and other people, he was, as a scapegoat, executed for the great fire. He had a great influence on the understanding of Jesus Christ's divinity and his resurrection, and on how Jesus Christ's divine sacrifice is unbounding humanity from sin and death. According to Malcolm Day's A Treasury of Saints book on the page 66 and 67, the positions and views expressed are the ones of the source and don't necessarily align with my own or with the ones of the entity spoken of.